back under visual flight rules and did a huge restoration. Ladies and gentlemen, he is on the roll. Look to the left. The World War II trainer that taught tens of thousands of cadets to fly and to earn their wings. He is from the city that taught the world to fly, Dayton, Ohio. Please welcome Bill Leff to the 2012 Naval Air Station Oceana Airshow. Smoke on, Billy! Watch for the nose to come up, and he's going to roll it right on over. Now, Bill Leff is going to take this 5,500-pound airplane with a 600-horsepower Pratt & Whitney 9-cylinder radial engine, and he's already saying, hey, Bill Leff, how are you?
I am just doing great. What a great deal of a great air show crowd here.
It is indeed a great air show, my friend, and I think you've got a great demo to put on for us today as you take this World War II trainer and put it through its paces. The barrel roll is a very, very deceptively simple-looking maneuver. It rolls around an imaginary point in the sky 45 degrees up and to the left of the airplane. You use the throttle, elevator, rudder, and aileron to start.
Hey, Rob, we turn around here. We're going to set up
at the same altitude and airspeed. You're going to do what?
A slow roll.
That's it. The slow roll's coming out. The slow roll is a maneuver that some of the best aerobatic coaches in the world have said, if you can do a slow roll well, you can do any aerobatic maneuver. Never designed to be done with this airplane like this. Cloudy sky, Bill.
Well, we did a lot of wax on, wax off with this airplane. We're going to set up this time to do a Cuban 8. Just a little variation to it. What do you tell people about it?
I will do that. For those of you who were here early this morning, you'll find this a little bit repeated. But the Cuban 8 was invented by a guy named Leff in 1936 at the Miami Air Races, and he was doing an aerobatic routine. He was too low at the top of the loop to successfully complete it. So rather than crash, he decided he'd roll out after 5/8 of the loop. And did the same thing in the opposite direction, and it looked like a figure 8 in the sky. Nobody had ever seen the maneuver before. When he landed, they asked him what it was, and Leff, who was also training the Cuban Air Force pilots to fly aerobatics, said Ocho Cubano, Cuban 8, and the name has stuck for over 70 years. Now Bill, after rolling it up, he's going to put something else in it, an extra roll on the downline, so it's a Cuban 8. There's the first one. The airplane Bill's flying is one of about 15,000 or so that was manufactured between 1938 and 1945. It was an advanced training. There were 3 phases of training flown by cadets in their pilot training. One was the primary basic training aircraft, and if they survived and were launched out of that basic training, they would This is the airplane in which tens of thousands of Allied pilots earned their wings as they moved on then to fighters or cargo aircraft or to liaison aircraft. Okay, we're going to call that the Cuban 8 with a Bill Leff double dimple.
All right. Okay, now we're going to turn around and do a good old-fashioned barnstormer's loop.
I love that. Okay, you've seen airplanes do a
Somebody
lot
set up
of...
all horizontal lead.
You'll be pulling some G's in that, won't you?
Yeah, we'll do about 4.5 G's in the loop, about 3 G's in the horizontal lead.
Copy that. 4 G's G's. He's going to let the nose come forward and accelerate to about 200 miles per hour. When he pulls back on the stick, he will experience 4 times his normal body weight, or 4 G's, as he climbs toward the vertical. Backside of the loop, about 4 G's right there. Now, he's pulling 3 G's all the way around this maneuver. This is the flat eight. He reaches show center. He'll roll wings level and reverse the bank the same amount and pull on the stick. This is a heavy airplane, and it is underpowered compared to most aerobatic aircraft. But still, it was the complexity to really help a cadet.
Okay, we're going to go around there and do a little gear check. Maybe any problems there. What I do.
All right, we'll keep our eyes on it. The complexity of this airplane was such, with respect especially to the landing gear, which we'll see here in just a moment. It was such a tough airplane to fly that once a pilot earned his wings in the Texan, it was easy to move on to fighters. Let's watch the landing gear. Don't see it right now. It's tucked up under the wheel. They're tucked up into the wheel well. Back. Now look for the wheels. Well, the landing gear is down, or yeah, it's not up, it's not down, it's extended. We'll buy that one. You're gonna get aerodynamically dirty with a roll here.
Got the gear down, big holes on the bottom of the wing.
Yeah, it's a lot of drag.
Yeah, it's a lot more difficult than doing it with the gear up.
All right, we'll look for it. It's going to set up for the dirty roll. A lot more difficult because of such a great amount of additional drag on the airplane because of the gear sticking down and the wheel wells being open, causing difficulties with that too. That gear whirling around.
Okay, Rob, we're going to slow it down. Now, we were doing about 200 miles an hour at the bottom of that loop. Let's see how slow we can make this airplane go. Show the versatility of it.
All right, very good. Now, I told the crowd that it weighed about 5,500 pounds. Am I correct?
Yes, sir. About 5,500 pounds. All up weight, and only has 600 horsepower, too. So it's kind of horsepower to weight ratio is not all that great. Here we come. We're slowing down to 100, 110. Here comes 100.
He'll now pull the nose up to slow the airplane down and add power. Nose comes higher.
There's 80, 75.
75 miles an hour.
70.
Look at that.
55. No speeding tickets today.
Oh, that's awesome. Look at that. 5,500 pounds of airplane going just 65 miles an hour. For that, we should give Bill Leff a big hand. You're getting some good applause on that one, buddy. They appreciate that kind of skill.
Oh, thank you very much.
All right, you got the gear up. That was a fast. That Texan has a gear going up faster than any other Texan I've seen in my life.
Yeah, I did do a little modification to the landing gear, but the engine and the everything else is all original.
Wow, that's amazing. And when was this airplane built, Bill?
June 1943, and it served probably for the Army Air Forces at Victoria Army Airfield in Victoria, Texas, until after World War II.
What happened to it then?
Well, it was put in storage for a while, and then it was brought back out life in the Air Force from 1951 to 1953 or 55 at Malden Air Force, down the Air Force Base in Louisville, Missouri, training new cadets.
Excellent, sir. Okay, what maneuver's coming out?
Okay, we're going to do something they say this airplane won't do, and that's run upside down. We're going to do a roll from inverted to inverted.
Okie dokie. Now he says it's not supposed to do this upside down because this aircraft does not have an inverted fuel system. Has an inverted oil system to keep that going. But if he gets upside down too long, the gas supply to the engine will quit. And he'll be sputtering, just like John. There's the inverted to inverted roll. Yeah, he kept it upside down. That's good. Yeah, that was a great one. Boss says, wow, he kept it upside down a long time.
No, it's not supposed to run upside down because it has a carburetor.
Well, that's what I was just telling everybody. We got a couple of airplanes that don't go upside down too well.
Yeah. Okay, next we're going to do a 4-point roll followed by a photo fence.
All righty, the 4-point hesitation roll. This is done routinely in aerobatic competition. But watch Bill Leff. He'll go from upright to left knife edge flight, where the wings don't produce any lift at all. Every 90 degrees he'll stop. Here's 1. Now he's going to roll it up on its back. 2 and hold it there. Now another 90 degrees knife edge flight, and then bring it around. That's the Texan 4-point hesitation roll.
Okay, we're going to bring it right back down. Let's take some pretty pictures.
We're ready for that. Okay, get some pictures of this. And I would invite you, if you would, I've got a Facebook fan page, Rob Announcer. If you go to facebook.com/Rob Announcer, I'd love to have you post some pictures because I'm always working. I don't get to take pictures. So I'd love to have you do that and post them up there so folks all over the country can see it. Here's the photo pass with Bill Leff in the North American T-6 Texan, built in 1943 in an airplane that he has been flying for 36 years. You're getting a pretty good growl out of that engine, Bill.
Yeah, a lot of that noise is a prop.
The prop?
Yeah, 2,200 RPM. The tip of this prop, which is over 10 feet long, is going supersonic.
So we're hearing many sonic booms from the propeller?
There you go. Okay, this is my last pass, Rob. This is the traditional fire pop victory roll. This is my salute to the Armed Forces, Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, Coast Guard, Reserve Forces, my favorite where I proudly served the National Guard. And also to our friend who just passed away, Neil Armstrong, who is yours and my neighbor, Rob.
Yes, indeed. Neil Armstrong, the first man on the moon. Bill Leff from Dayton, Ohio. I live down the road in Cincinnati, and midway between us was Lebanon, Ohio, where Neil Armstrong lived out the last year. First man on the moon in July of 1969. Blue skies, Neil Armstrong, we salute you. That's the victory roll.
See y'all later.
Thank you, Bill Leff. Congratulations to you. All right, Bill Leff is going to land, and in just a moment, we will continue on with the Red Devils parachute team from Great Britain. Then we've got the United States Air Force Heritage Flight with the F-16 Fighting Falcon, and from the 82nd Aerial Target Squadron at Tyndall Air Force Base in Florida, the McDonnell Douglas F-4 Phantom II. After that, Roger Bias will be back, and Otto the helicopter. You saw him earlier as he was helping out Dan Buchanan with the wheelchair and trying to get his performance in earlier on. After that, we'll have something that I don't want you to miss, and that is a flag ceremony, and it is very moving, and it just is something that in this time of the bicentennial of the War of 1812 and the birth of our national anthem, Talking about the flag is something that I like to do a lot. Very, very important to us. Well, ladies and gentlemen, Lance Corporal Don Himes is here. And Don, welcome back to Oceana. It's good to have you up on stage, and you're going to tell us all about the Red Devils.
Good afternoon, everybody.
Good afternoon to you. Now, you're not jumping today, but you got a bunch of teammates up there who are, right?
Yeah, I jumped this morning on the first jump.
Yes,
we take it in turns so the guys can all have a jump and then do the commentating. So